Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV. We're bringing you more action from Plantronics Pro League from Cybergamer. Goodness me, EJ, we have had a cracker of an evening with that game. The opening match from Valiant Esports and Paragon, and I am certainly hoping that Team Molotov and Jam Gaming produce a performance that is at least as good, because that was phenomenal.
Yeah, both of these teams have wins, so they won in round one. Team Molotov ranked number 2, Jam Gaming ranked at number 4. This is going to be a close game. This Pro League, the difference between 1 and 8, as we're seeing tonight in particular, the quality's there. I mean, these teams are turning it on. Having said that, I got a soft spot for Jam, dude. I don't mind rubbing myself down with a bit of Jam, so I'm going Jam Gaming tonight. My tip, taking it out, 3-1.
Would you eat peanut butter and jam?
I might smear it on me, and then if someone else wants to eat it, that's all good.
Because, you know, growing up in South Africa, I never used to have jam with peanut butter. I only ever had syrup with peanut butter. And so now, I can't imagine the thought of having jam with peanut butter. I've got to have jam on toast.
Yeah, I have never had neither jam nor syrup with peanut butter. I kind of just, if I'm having peanut butter, have peanut butter, man. You know,
there's people here, there's people in my office who, oh, hang on. What do we have? Molotov is on the left. Oh, okay, Molotov and blue. Well, let's forget the banter. Molotov are Blitz, Fork, and Toxic. They're on the blue team. Jam are Didge, Orion, and Sifo, and they're on the orange team. This is the Plantronics Pro League. This is the opening game of this match, and it is a best of 5, EJ. And these two teams are absolutely neck and neck. I think Team Molotov. Oh, Molotov open the scoring. As I was saying, Molotov, I think, are 4th on the power rankings, and Jam Gaming are 2nd. And Toxic says, actually, we don't like being 4th. We want to be higher in the ranks.
Oh, opening goal scored here in favour of Molotov, almost in the 22nd mark. Nice aerial by Orion, can't quite get it in. The defense is there at the back by Blitz, keeping that ball out on follow, and Sifo at the moment. He's driving it in, gets the cross in, doesn't manage to have a teammate back it up. Defense again there by Blitz. Blitz is doing a great job at the back early here in the game. It's normally Sifo's role at the back. Let's see what he can do on defense. He's there, he drives it out. Nice dribbling by Sifo. Get the ball down the side there. Ball's pushed forward. Ball over to Sifu. Sifu with the shot. Sifu can't quite get it. Fork with the defense coming across and just stopping that. That would have been a great goal if that had gone in. Crisis.
Well, it would have equalized as well for the boys from Jam, but it was not to be. 1-0 is still the situation right now. A donut for Jam, and 1 point for the boys from Molotov. MB now trying to create a second goal, though. Didge and Orion working together to clear the ball out. Orion gets up into the air, gets the ball over into the corner of the blue zone, but it's cleared out nicely, and now Toxic, who scored the first goal, is lurking in front of the orange goal. He's looking for the cross. There it comes, though. It's way high, though. Passes over, right over to the other side of the field, and gets cleared away. There's another long-range one, but this time Orion's in place to stop it going. Orion working hard, gets the halo after another shot on goals, doing great. 2 pieces of defense there, kind of in one movement before his car even hit the ground again, and keeping the score at just 1-0, EJ.
Oh, it's all right, dude. I was tripping out on the aerial views in ball mode there to see if I could get some nice shots from above, and back down into camera mode, though. Following Toxic on defense. Toxic's up, knocks the ball away with the boot of the car. That would have shaken up his stubby, so he'll have to be careful when he opens them later tonight. Manages to flick it forward. He's following up. This is going to be a dead set easy goal for Toxic, and Molotov go to a 2-0 lead here. So he flicked it forward to himself, as you can see on the replay. Where's the defense, Crisis? Where was Jam there?
Well, I actually followed Toxic all the way through there and saw the goal live. So for the replay, I switched over to the overhead mode, and Jam were spread wide, nowhere near their goal face, completely taken by surprise by that effort. Blitz now gets a defense going. We're going to switch over to Fork, and I think from the tags, that the boys from Molotov have. EJ, they're going to be looking for a sub to join their team, so any prospective players, have a look at how Molotov are playing at the moment. They are a team on the rise, and right now have a 2-0 lead in the first game of this Plantronics Pro League match.
Nice work by Toxic there, back on defense. Although this could be an own goal if he's not careful. He's flicked it towards his own goal. Didge gets it in with the final touch for Jam. But if you follow this, I think this could well have been an own goal. No, Didge did come through. Got a beautiful, beautiful touch onto that and knocks it into the net. 2-1 is the scoreline here. 1:40:57 left on the clock. Plantronics Pro League action being brought to you by EJ and Crisis on GameStar. And the action is going thick and fast. Next shot on goal. That was a Sifu. He would have been a Kung Fu master if he got that one. Crisis, he didn't. So we'll just demote him back to a Sifu. One of them.
One of them, it's Sifo, I think, is how it's, we've had this discussion with the boys in the Twitch chat. Shout out to everybody that's joined us, by the way. As we follow Orion, he's pretty much the main striker, I would say, for Jam, and picked up a number of MVP awards in the past. He'll be looking for another GameStar MVP award tonight, and he'll be going up against Reva from Valiant Esports, who did great work earlier on in that match against Paragon Esports. It is 1 minute just over 1 minute of time remaining in this match, and the lead is still with Team Molotov, 4th place in the rankings against Jam, 2nd place in the power ranking at the moment, and looking to make some moves here on the Plantronics Pro League, or through the Plantronics Pro League at least, EJ.
Absolutely. 47 seconds are on the clock here for those watching in Twitch, just to catch up and keep up with the action. Just because in case, we've got dudes who might be able to read the time, Crisis, so we've got to read it out to them just in case.
Yeah, it's an old Shoutcasters trick, EJ. Just for the viewers, anybody who's interested in getting into shoutcasting, you pick up these tricks, and one of the tricks is, if you don't know what else to say, read the scores out.
Yeah, it is 2-1 currently to the blue team with 19 seconds left on the
clock. He has a shot from Orion. Easy as you please. He threads the needle between two of the defenders. He'll be very, very pleased with that. Picked up the ball as it came off the back. In fact, it wasn't two defenders. It was a defender and a disruptor. I think it was Sifo that was in the goal face there. Just making the defenders think twice in terms of what they needed to do. And that is the scores even with 10 seconds remaining.
10-second countdown well underway. We're going to go into overtime here in this first game of this match between Molotov and the Jam boys. Molotov got a very early start on the board here. Jam have come back strong, and we are in overtime. We've already had some overtime tonight in the Plantronics Pro League. That was in the first match we cast. Now we're in the second, and we're loving it. We're loving the overtime, Crisis. And the best thing about it, it's golden point. First one to score, they get it. Centre ball crossed in. Defense knocked out there by Didge. Didge with the long-range shot, just cleared out. But there comes the shot back, and it's still Didge who scores. Jam Didge there, Crisis, getting the first of the goals in overtime to take out the match.
Yeah, great anticipation there. He had that long ranger that was defended. He saw where the ball was going to fall into the corner, knew that the angle was going to be coming back towards him, and got into position to score the winning goal and set Jam Gaming up for a 1-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, Jam Gaming currently ranked 4 on the ladder, getting this opening game here on the Plantronics Pro League match. Now, don't forget, guys, anyone worried about having to subscribe to our channel to watch replays, they are up on YouTube as well. However, feel free to press the subscribe button. We don't mind that. If you press the subscribe button, you can use the EJ emote. Now, that's got to be a reason to subscribe if you've ever heard of one.
Yeah, in fact, I should head on over and make that emote in just a moment so that people can see what it is. Because it's pretty cool, I tell you what.
I don't know who made it, but it's worth every penny. All right, I'm going to start off following Fork in this one, Crisis. He's got the love heart and the halo going. It's just what the ladies love to see. He's a lover and a saint at the same time. And let's see if he can play a bit of Rocket League to just woo them into the sack. He gets the ball down into the field here. Ball pushed back towards the blue goal. And he's going to drop himself back on defense. Try in the middle for midfield. If he gets a boost on here, he might be able to get a center into one of his teammates. Climbs the wall, flicks the center in. Oh, but nice defense. Didge, the man of the hour. He got the great goal to finish that last one, and he just pushes that one down. And look at that great teamwork there, Crisis. He gets it down into the goal mouth, but immediately swings back to defense and leaves it to his other teammates.
The pressure is staying on the blue zone now from Jam Gaming. Sifo plays it back to Orion, who takes the shot, but Fork is there to get the get the defense. Oh, it's a juggle that goes on in front of the goals, and Blitz comes on through there to seal the deal. Look at that, 1, 2, 3 players got touches to the ball, stopping it in front of the goal, and it was gifted to Blitz. Once again, Molotov go 1-0 up on the board. They have the lead again.
I haven't seen more people touching balls like that since a sleepover at camp. And 4:06 on the... I was going to say a sleepover at Michael Jackson's house, but I thought that might be inappropriate. So I thought I better not say that. And I can't say it because MV Molotov Blitz has scored another goal. And that takes it to 2-0 with 1 minute down on the clock. Bryson follow the replay up and set himself up there with a nice rebounding cross. Following through as a good player should. Knocks it into the net. 2-0 to Molotov in this second game.
Yeah, they're doing what they need to, recovering from that first game or first round loss, which had to go into overtime. So, you know, it was a very, very close game. And they're looking to create some momentum, which is exactly what they have done. And once again, the ball sitting up in front of Jam's goal. We followed Blitz all the way from the restart, and he just got the angle a little bit wrong there and wasn't able to score a third goal for Team Molotov. And now, well, let's see if Jam can turn the one-way traffic around, EJ. Following Toxic right now on defense in the orange zone, just trying to disrupt things. I think he was actually looking to play the car there for a moment to try and set things up. Oh, what a cut shot from Sifo. Finds the back of the goal from way over on the side.
I'm back, dude. I was here when you did your throw, but I was typing it's a K in Twitch chat. And, well, I have a push-to-talk button, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, you do not want me on bloody voice activated. 2-1 is the scoreline there with Sifo getting the goal for Jam Crisis. This is a replica of game 1. It was 2-0 there, and Jam came back to take it out in overtime with a 3-2 scoreline. Can they do it again here in the second game? That's going to be the question. It's what everyone in Twitch is wanting to know. That's the only question on their mind at the moment. And following the ball at this present time, it's nowhere. It's bouncing around, doing nothing. No one pushing forward. I say no one pushing forward as Sifu almost gets the shot on goal. And Fork back there doing the defense, protecting the line. Does it again. Great defense again by Fork. And Sifu not able to get the ball into the net, Crisis.
No, they're taking their shots though. Orion with an opportunity off the cross there gets spoiled though by the defenders, and the ball gets moved on over. Two defenders going up. Didge with the halo, keeping the ball out, keeping the scoreline at 2-1. But we've got Toxic coming all the way forward, looking for an attacking opportunity. He picks the ball up, gets it over into the side. The cross is there, but the defenders, 3 of them from Jam, are there and no attackers to take advantage of that cross. So the ball returns to the blue zone. Once again, Toxic carrying it forward. He has played well tonight. He's picked up plenty of goals, and many of them from solo efforts. So he might actually have to do that again, EJ. Maybe this is the strategy that Molotov have. Solo efforts by Toxic to score the goals and keep the others on defenses. Yeah, here's an opportunity. It gets cleared away, but Fork in the midfield picks up the ball. He's going to look for a cross. He gets a nice cross. It's almost perfect, but Didge again with a defensive move there. Beautiful play, EJ, to keep the score lines as they are.
All right, huge aerial by Sifo there. Wasn't able to get the ball in the area he wanted it to. Ball pushed down to half field. Another aerial by Sifu. Gets the knock on down towards the goal. I switch over. I'll follow Blitz now. Blitz on defense. Manages to push it down the right-hand side of the field for Molotov. They're holding a 2-1 lead at the moment. Blitz with a nice centre bump ball. Can his teammate knock it in? No, they can't. That was a great setup by them. Swinging back on defense is Blitz now as the team from Jam try to get this ball down towards the goal. But I don't believe it. Toxic, you said it, Crisis. Toxic's going to take matters into his own hand, and he does.
Look at that, a cross move from Orion, in fact. So Orion not wanting the ball to get to get into the orange zone, try to disrupt the through ball that was going wide, and really just created an opportunity for Toxic, the man of the hour, to pick up the goal there, who's now on defense. So Orion with a nice tidy little cross there, and Sipho looking to take advantage but couldn't. Toxic still with 1, 2, 3 touches, carries the ball into the orange zone, some more dribbling, he carries it over, he's going to look for the cross off the wall, but Sipho puts paid to that run of play. 30 seconds remaining and the score's at 3-1 as a demo comes through from Toxic. That's how you stop an offensive move. You get rid of the offensive players by blowing them up and clearing them away. The ball sitting up now. A joust won by Orion. That's a cross that goes through. And Didge with a score off of that. Nice taking advantage and clawing one back with 15 seconds to go, EJ.
Watch this on the replay by Jam. Didge, beautiful play, strong into the net, following through there off the thing. 15 seconds crisis, 3-2 the clock. I'm sticking with Didge. He got the goal in the last game to keep him in it. He's just got this one to bring them back into it. 10 seconds on the clock. Jam Gaming desperate to get the ball down towards Molotov's goal. It's in front of Jam's goal at the moment. This isn't where they wanted. 4 seconds on the clock. They're in control of the ball. Timbu pushing it down. Not quite. They needed another few seconds. And that brings it to 1-1 crisis between Molotov and Jam.
Well, EJ, we were hoping that this game would deliver like the previous. And so far,
if this was a pizza delivery, we got it well under 30 minutes. This is gold.
And in fact, we had them draw that nice little picture on the inside for our special request.
My special request is a bucket of chicken, please. I haven't had a dinner and I am starving. A bucket of chicken, please.
You obviously don't know what I was talking about there, but you know what? If they could draw you a live bucket of chicken. What's that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are into game number 3 of the Plantronics Pro League match, week number 2 of season 1. This is Jam Gaming going up against Team Molotov, and it is 1-1 right now. Molotov picking up that second game and evening up the series. We're going to stick with Toxic. He is so far my MVP so far for Molotov in any case. And this is now, you see him going
Not
in
if
for...
Orion has anything to say about a crisis. Gets the cross in there, but no follow through.
So I was just about to say, Toxic, after he got a touch on the ball there. Oh, not enough. It's no time to explain. Orion picks up another. Gets himself up into the air, boosts all the way, gets a nice touch on it. And the power on that ball, 101 k's per hour. EJ, you don't get much faster than 100 these days.
No, and dude, he had to score that goal. He was so embarrassed with the disgraceful own goal in that last game that he had to do something good, and that was pretty spectacular. He got a lot of air. He got a lot of follow through. He might get another one here. Just off course, he follows back into the middle, and he might... Oh, my God! How close was that?
3 shots.
Off to the side. It's still in front of the blue goal mouth, though, and cleared out by Blitz, who says, enough of this crap. Let's wait it.
Well, 4 carries the ball over. This is dangerous, though. They were all up on attack, getting themselves back on defense. The ball floating over and up into the air goes 4. Gets the necessary defense. Gets up again. The goal face is wide open. And despite the best efforts of Orion, he put it right in the right-hand side. He knew that there was a defender coming. You can see Orion over on the side there. Gets the boost up, goes in with the double jump and tries to clear it out. But Fork with an absolutely brilliant breakaway goal evens the scores. It is 1-1 for the series and for the game.
Get some Rocket League on your Fork here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He gets some huge air as he pushes that one away from the blue end of the field. Blitz comes through, gets the bump ball, pitches it off down, and the ball is down the back, but Didge doing what Didge does best. He's back there defending, and I think I've totally just jinxed him because he's out of goal, and it might be going to get in there. Oh no, no indeed. Didge is at the back, and Didge doing what Didge does best there, Crisis. Gets the defense on, centered by Blitz. Didge might be a goal-scoring machine. He doesn't need to be because he's got Orion who's going to follow up and knock it into the back of the net.
Wow, Orion actually set things up a little bit. The ball crossing from the right over to Didge on the left. and then Didge crossing it back over. Orion recovered in time to get the score, and he is the worst person to spectate because he flicks all around, maintaining awareness of everything that's going on the field. So we'll switch over now to Blitz, who's on the attack, gets the crossover. It's very hard though, and it floats all the way across over to the other side of the field. He's back there. Sorry, we're with Toxic now, who carries the ball over, up into the air. Oh, beaten. Sifo is beaten by the angle of the ball. Let's just get him on camera. Gets himself up into the air and doesn't get the right angle, doesn't get the intercept on. And it was anybody's, any three of the boys from Team Molotov could have put that away, because the long-range goal had two helpers waiting in the goal face for it. Not needed in the end though, EJ. It is 3-1 right now.
You say helpers, dude. Other people say gold sealers. And with the two dudes who were there, I wouldn't put it past them to try and steal it.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, Sifo didn't actually need to get a touch there. What am I commentating? It was 3-1 for Jam. I was commentating that as though it was a long-range goal scored by Molotov, but in fact it was the opposite.
I want to know what Christ is smoking and when someone's bringing it around to my house.
2 minutes of play to go, EJ.
On the clock here. It could be 4-1 in a second, not quite. I'm staying with Orion. He's doing a great job attacking. Well, he's actually not attacking. He's just sort of driving up and down the wall, sort of testing his tyres out, looking good while he's doing it. Dropping back on defense now. He gets height. Ball just flicks it up over. Great defense. Ball bouncing down. Doesn't quite get into the goal mouth. Fork with the attempted shot on goal. Can't quite get it in the back of the net. And the boys from Jam are back on offense, Bryce. There's lots of pressure down the front here. And Orion following up his own 4. He just goes underneath it. He had a great chance to try and get that one. And I think Didge is going to be at the back here to say, dude, that's how you hit the ball with your car, not the air.
We've been following great work from Fork for a while now as he gets himself up there. He's won a couple of jousts and a couple of intercepts. He's now carrying the ball into the orange zone. He's been here a couple of times, but the defense from Didge is good. He gets a halo and clears the ball out. Fork shooting back. It's almost as though there's one player on the field right now, because Fork carrying it forward, getting the attack on, and then falling all the way back to get that essential defense there and then get the clear. Finally, we're sticking with Fork because he's forced to get, that could have been a halo if not for the angle, I guess, because on defense he had to get the clear out. Still sticking with Fork. The ball goes up, he gets back, helped by one of his teammates. 3-1 is the score, EJ, with 30 seconds to play. Oh, Fork almost does a dream series and he doesn't score that goal. He has another shot. They're having their chances, EJ, but the defense from Jam Gaming very, very solid throughout this game.
Oh, fantastic work there. Didge getting back on defense for Jam Gaming. Shout out to Trap CS as well. He's watching the match here tonight, and he agrees. Jam's defense rock solid here tonight. 5 seconds on the clock. This is going to be a Jam game. They're going to go to a 2-1 lead here over Team Molotov in this Plantronics. Didge with no time on the clock. Oh, he has got to be MVP and so far. He's in defense, he's in offense, he's in the goal in overtime, he's hitting the goal with no time on the clock, Crisis. Can you believe it? Jam, Didge.
Well, there's the scores in the end there. Didge doing work there. 3 shots on goal, a save, an assist, and 2 goals himself. Sifo bringing up the rear there with a donut in terms of the goals, but doing work himself, taking his shots and the assists, and that's a characteristic of Jam Gaming, EJ. They take their shots. You know that in a Jam game, they will pepper the goal and just by percentages, make sure that they put them away.
Totally, dude. Hey, quick shout out to Soma, one of the admins of the Plantronics Pro League, who's put a post up on Cybergamer. Get over to the forums, check them out, and have a look at the post there for the goal from round 1, goal of the round from round 1. So go and check it out. It's a great video. And thanks to Soma for posting up the link to us. Also, shout out to Bizer, who's tuning in. He's home from work. He's pantsed off. He's sitting in his computer chair, and he's watching a bit of Rocket League action. And if you gave Bowser a Jam donut, I'd hate to think what he'd do with it.
Oh, he would eat that with great relish, as anybody would. I'm a particular fan of donuts of all sorts, including jam donuts, where with Fork, let's shift on over to Toxic. In fact, we spent a lot of time watching Fork, and unfortunately, throughout that time, he wasn't able to break the situation that his team was facing, which was losing that game. Now we have a shot from Fork. He is the man that we've been talking about, and he's trying to deliver, but again, the defense is strong from Jam Gaming, and now the pressure turns to the blue zone from none other than Didge. Look at him, he keeps it in there from the midfield. We're following Siffer at the moment, lurking. He's got the defensive duties, he comes through, has a joust over there, but the ball fluffing over, and then back into the orange zone. Orion with a nice clear there for keeping it in the orange zone though. Now it's setting up. Orion follows through, sets it up, but it's not quite good enough. What is that up in the air? Sifo just trying to get a touch to it, but so far, after a minute and 15 seconds of play, EJ, donuts for everyone.
Talking about trying to get a touch, I'm following Jam Sifo. And he's patrolling the back end of the field. He's left Ryan and Didge to push forward for him. He gets up, gets a bit of air, stops that ball from going down towards his goal. But Fork at the back there pushes it back to him. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock here. Ball bouncing around in front of the blue goal. Team Molotov here need this one, Crisis. This is do or die for them. They're down 2-1. Ball crossed defense by Orion. Toxic, who you reckon has to step up to do it by himself. He's not going to get the support from Blitz and Fork, according to Crisis. And I think that's a hard call, Crisis. I think Blitz is doing a great job here. Look at that, Blitz pushing forward now, gets the ball off the wall. Toxic though, Fork gets it in. It's not all Toxic, nothing. EJ Speaker total shit out his ass. That's a great shot by Blitz, set it up. Unless they heard me, Crisis.
Yeah, he anticipated the rebound. I don't know if he expected the angle that it eventually came through, because he used his double jump probably at the last moment that it was still available to get himself into position, and got some nice power onto the ball, getting themselves up onto the board. They're back in the lead again. Now this is what happened in game number 2 when they evened up the series. They managed to score the first goal, but Sifo comes back and evens up the scores in this game. They are not going to go down easily and allow a fifth goal.
Oh, just lobs it over the defense, and beautifully. Some of the best goals are the gentle goals, Crisis.
Yeah, you know that the skill that has gone into a gentle goal, they've positioned it exactly where they wanted to go, slipped it in, and got the money shot out of it. 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. The scores are dead even between these two teams, but Molotov are 1 game down in the series. They need to even things up. They are doing the work that they need to. Toxic picking up another goal. He's been scoring all night long.
He scores all the time, dude. Whether it's on the cricket field, out at the nightclubs, or here in Rocket League, Toxic is a scoring machine.
We'll stick with Toxic then for the opening. And of course he turns away from the ball to go and get some boost. So we'll switch over to Blitz, who's lurking in the back there. The ball in the orange zone now. Molotov getting the pressure on, all 3 of them up in attacking situations. The last line of defense is Blitz. He comes forward and keeps the ball in the orange zone. That means the goal face is open. We can see Fork over there in the distance, but Blitz has gotten himself over, gets a necessary halo, but the ball still sitting in the blue zone, looking very, very dangerous for Molotov as they finally get the clear out. And now, in fact, it's Jam who are forced to get the defense in there. Sifo, uncharacteristically, is the last man standing. He gets himself out of position, and then Blitz goes, hey, I can see the ball. It's going to sit up for me nicely. I'm going to get it past Sifo. And Orion, who once again tries to get that desperation crossover defense, is not able to get there fast enough. 1 minute 39 EJ, and Molotov firmly in the lead now.
And everyone on Team Molotov contributing to this round, Crisis. They've all picked up a goal, and Fork back on defense as he's been all night. So strong, so solid, and managing to keep that ball out. I'm with Didge though. Didge has said, had enough of that. Didge has a long range shot. It was a great shot, and it was defended. Ball still in front of goal. Didge drops back, does what he does. Didge doing what Didge does best, defending. Manages to flick it out down towards the blue end of the field. 1 minute and 8 seconds on the clock here. 3-1 lead in favour of Team Molotov. So if a Jam Gaming want to wrap this up and not have to play a fifth crisis, they're going to have to pull something out pretty damn quick.
Yeah, Fork doing work though. He's beaten two attempts from the boys from Jam to stop him from carrying the ball forward. He's gotten it up into the orange zone. Nice little tete-a-tete going on there between the two teams, but it's not been cleared out by Jam. 3-1 is the score line. We've got Fork going up. He gets the broadside to it, but the joust won by Sifo, and Sifo gets the clear out in as well.
Here comes Didge, 30 seconds on the clock. Didge gets the center in. We're under 30 seconds now, down by 2 goals. Jam Gaming, the ball right on their goal mouth. Just bounces off the top bar. And they saved themselves a bit of dignity there from being 4-1. There's another shot by Toxic. He wants it to be 4-1. He's not worried about anybody's dignity here tonight. All he's worried about is goals. And we're going to get more goals, Crisis, because we're going to a 5th game.
Ball still up in the air, but even if they score, the game will finish as the players carry the ball over. They're keeping it up in the air, though, for some reason. I don't really know why. But Molotov pull it back and even up the scores, EJ. And we are going to go into game number 5 of the best of 5 series. That's the second game of the night, delivered by Plantronics Gaming. Here, the Pro League giving us down to the wire action from all of the teams so far.
Well, Chris, if people are going to get in and sponsor esports, they want to sponsor exciting, entertaining esports. And Plantronics have got behind Rocket League because they know, they sell good products. Rocket League delivers good esports, and these two teams are showing it here tonight.
They are indeed a good matchup. Molotov versus Jam Gaming, Plantronics and the Rocket League Pro League on Cybergamer. Game number 5, EJ. Oh, it's so close. I'm on the edge of my seat. In fact, I'm standing up this time around as we get into the game. And Orion now looking to control the ball and create the first bit of pressure on the blue zone.
All right, Orion just pushing the ball back towards his own goal there. Back to Didge, who managed to flick it out. It's a high-risk move. I know we're playing soccer and they do a lot of kicks towards the goalkeeper, but in this version of soccer Rocket League, it is a high-risk move, and it doesn't pay off as Toxic. They kept the ball in front of the Jam goal mouth, and Toxic was loitering around and managed to get the nudge in. Beautiful work off the bonnet into the back of the net. And great work indeed. And we've seen this every single game of the 5 games. Crisis has started off 1-0 in favour of Toxic.
In favour of Molotov.
Molotov, that's the one. But he is. Toxic's the man doing it though, so it's all good.
Yeah, so that's what they've done in this 5th game. They managed to win 2, but they've dropped 2 games as well. It sounds like you're stating the obvious. Well, it sounds like I'm stating the obvious, and it kind of is. This game has been absolutely neck and neck. There's no way of predicting what's going to happen. Sifo with a cross off, with a shot on goals off of the side of the wall. One of the more difficult things to do, controlling the ball off the wall like that. But the target, getting it on target, not enough to beat the defenders. Now the ball sitting up in the orange zone as Molotov try to turn the pressure around, and in fact they're succeeding to. They're keeping the ball in the zone there. Blitz carrying the ball up, gets it to his teammate, but it gets cleared out, and now the goal face wide open, but the players getting the air instead of the ball as they fly past, and it returns once again, threatening the orange goal.
Like a lonely schoolboy in the cinema on his first day, Crisis, they were groping for air there. They got nothing. 3 minutes, 24 seconds on the clock. Didge got something though. He nudges it down into the blue half of the field, and he needs it, a bit of backup. He gets it, but he's going to drop back onto defense. So I'll follow the offensive action as Didge has dropped back. Ball is down in front of the blue goal, I think, Crisis. They just need to try and get it in here, Jam, and bring it back. They got 3 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock. Blitz is up. Blitz with the flick out defense. Great work. Orion pushes it back into goal. Not enough though. And Sifu, not enough. What great defense by Blitz there, Crisis. Poning it up. Now in Twitch chat, who are you going to put it up? Put your hashtags up. Put up the hashtag Sifu. what a goal, Crisis.
Yeah, it came across at pace. To be fair, Orion was there, and if Sifo hadn't touched it, Orion would have put it in. So that unfortunately doesn't translate into 2 goals for them, but Sifo doing what needs to be done and getting the donut off the board for Jam Gaming, and straight away the pressure back onto the blue goal from the boys from Jam. They want to get some momentum going, don't want to have that be the only goal that they score, so they're going to try and keep the ball up. So far they're doing it well. Orion carrying it over, gets it onto Sifo, who pops it up, but Toxic is there to get the urgent defense out and carry the ball up into Jam territory.
Yeah, some great predictive ball play here. Guys getting their cars in the path of the ball, great blocking. Hashtag it up in the Twitch chat channel, hashtag MB to win or hashtag Jam to win. Let us know who you're voting for. Penor is going for Molotov to try and take this one out, Crisis.
Well, it could well be either one of these 2 teams. Molotov have been doing great work, but it has been one. So the first game went to Jam, second to Molotov, third to Jam, fourth to Molotov. So if things keep going the way that the series has gone, this may well be Jam's game once again. Molotov doing very, very well, playing from behind, but can they do the business and win 2 games in a row and take the series as a result?
I don't know if they can do the business, but Jam, Didge can do the business. He's got the defense business here, and he has the market sewn up. It's great work from him at the moment, just hovering around. Anyone who wants to learn the game, this is a great demo to watch. You can pick it up on YouTube on the GameStar channel and just watch Didge and the great work he does in defense for the Jam team. Absolute textbook, Crisis.
Yeah, we're sticking with Didge, as you called it. He comes forward, he picks the ball right up, gets it over into the blue zone, exactly where he would prefer it to be rather than on defense. Sifo comes across though as the reply from Molotov, looking to create some pressure on the orange zone. That's not pressure at all. Orion with a long range clear, it's just wide though, beats the defender. So Molotov very, very lucky that that was not on target. And now the ball sitting forever in front of the orange goal, carried over. That's a speedy cross coming from Team Molotov. Up into the air goes, I didn't see it, was Blitz versus Didge, and Didge getting the clear out. Nicely done there. Sifo getting back on defense. Didge once again, as you called it earlier, EJ, doing work on defense.
Yeah, and I've stayed with Didge this whole time as we've got under 10 seconds on the clock here. This is the last shot on goal. It's going to be by Team Molotov. In fact, it's Didge who drops it out and does the defense. We are into overtime into Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. It does not get any better action than this in the Plantronics Pro League. It's Team Molotov versus Jam Gaming, and it is locked up. We are in overtime, 5th game, golden point crisis. Next scorer wins. Who's it going to be?
A chance for Molotov goes begging thanks to excellent defense from Sifo that time. So the ball now crossing all the way over into the blue zone, following Toxic right now, who has to defend for his life. Didge carrying the ball forward, but Blitz is there, picks it up. Now it's being carried forward by Toxic. He's in reverse, doing a little bit of a slide, a power slide, gets the crossover, but the defensive interchange from the boys of Jam has been really good all night long, and it's just demonstrated there. Every time Didge is out of the goal, somebody is there to take his place and make sure that it's always well defended. There's none of this high risk, high reward play and potential terrible punishment play where all of the players of the team are up in one zone. Oh, speedy cross over in the blue zone, defended by Blitz. Absolutely vital there, keeping the ball out. It's overtime, EJ. It's golden point time, and I think we've had almost a minute and a half of overtime with no score.
It's Orion time at the moment. He flicks the ball forward. It's off the wall. If he can get enough air, he might knock it in. He can't get up to it, and that's the problem he often has. But he's going to try again. Here he goes, knocks it forward down the field. Let's see it. Ball is in the center. No one is there from Molotov. Sifu's underneath it. Sifu's underneath it. Sifu flicks it into the middle. But beautiful. Oh, nice block. It's still on, Crisis. Game could be on. Orion trying desperately to push it down here. Fork gets it, knocks it forward. Didge with the clearance. Might have been Sifu with the clearance. Doesn't matter. It was some yellow car with a bit of clearance.
Oh, the ball saves the goal. Doesn't quite go in. Man, you've got to score the goal. You can't get it close. And that is as close as you get without scoring. The ball now sitting over. Look at that. 4 players. Chaos around the ball right now as the defenders try to keep it away from that blue goal face up into the air. The angle, it bounces off of the roof and spoils Fork's planning there just for a moment. The ball now setting up. The clear from Blitz is good, but straight away Didge comes forward, gets the pressure, keeps the pressure on the blue zone. Another shot on goal. Great defense from Blitz in combo with Fork. They both got there together and kept the ball out. This is shot after shot from Jam Gaming. Is this going to be a breakaway? The ball in front of the goalpost for the blue team to score, but it's cleared away by Didge yet again. How many times on defense have we called out that name tonight?
Crisis defended.
Oh, the angle very quickly changed. Didge with yet another halo. How many saves has he put together? He has gotten, well, he's only been credited for 2 saves.
Any more saves, Crisis, and he's opening his own bank.
Whoa, Toxic carrying the ball forward and disrupted yet again by Didge. So you don't actually get a point on the scoreboard for the crosses that you do, for the clears that you do, for those defensive maneuvers. But Didge has been racking them up, even though he hasn't scored any goals. He's got over 200 points, EJ, from all of those crosses. The pressure on the blue zone from Jam remains intense.
We're still in overtime. It's the 5th game. Jam Gaming versus Molotov. Molotov pushing it back down here. Fork getting it across, but that man of defense, Didge is back there. But he's out of goal. He's out of goal. The ball comes in. Oh, but Orion dropped back, gets the clearance. Orion pushes it forward, trying to get their own shot on goal by Jam. Not able to, Crisis, and leaves the ball fairly easily to defend by Blitz. Orion says, no, you can't defend that. I'm going to shoot it forward after all. Doesn't get the shot on. Gets the shot on. Fork gets the defense on. And he's got one more chance. It's still in overtime. Golden goal. Who's going to finish it? Sifu! Sifu!
Oh, what an incredible passage of play there. Orion working so hard to carry the ball up. The defenders working even harder to clear it out. But ever the opportunist, Sifo, lurking in the middle in front of the goals, picks it up, and just like in the previous game, we go all the way down to the wire. It's a golden point situation, and Sifo takes the victory by both hands for Jam Gaming.
Oh man, Sifo at the end there, that is outstanding. Rocket League action to get that cross in. Crisis, we've got to think about it. MVP time. Tell us in the Twitch chat who you thought was MVP in that match. Crisis and I will have a quick chat about it. What do you think, Crisis? Who took your eye in that game?
I mean, we have another situation where a move at the death was required to tip the balance of favor, and Sifo was the one who brought that move. But I've got to agree, Didge, who did absolute work, 265 points on the board just from all of the defense that he was doing, and he had a great showing on offense as well. In the previous couple of games, he certainly picked up a couple of goals. So my nomination is going to go to Didge. What's the haps in the Twitch channel? What is the word in terms of the nominations? Is it also Didge?
Yeah, well, there's a bit of Fork, there's a bit of Didge. Blitz reckons that Blitz should get it, so nothing like throwing yourself in there and hoping. I don't know, dude. I'm going to go Didge as well. I think Didge was solid all game, great defense, and he scored early though, dude. It was Didge who got him back into it in that first game in overtime. It was Didge who was there at the end to set up Sifu. Didge all the way MVP. Now, we've got the MVPs up for the 2 games. And Crisis will link the straw poll any second into Twitch chat. And then you need to let us know who you think it is. And it's not going to be a straw poll. It's a Twitch poll. I
Yeah,
stand
it's a Twitch
corrected.
poll. Yeah. So what you need to do, you've got 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to do a exclamation vote and then a 1 or a 2. So vote. You're going to do vote 1 for Reva. Vote. What did it say there? You're going to vote 1 for Didge. You're going to vote 2 for Reva.
And who sees the total?
I see the total, and I see there is a way of actually getting it up on the stream. So let me see if I can figure that out nice and quickly. And let me just add a screen region so that you can see it.
All right, while Crisis is doing that, don't forget, guys, to check out the clip of the week from last week, round 1. It's up on the forums, and you'll see very soon from Jam Gaming a top 5 goals of the week as well coming out, a beautiful top 5 Rocket League video. So make sure you keep an eye out for all of those, and do yourselves a favor and support each other, like each other's pages, teams, Twitches, whatever. Feel free to subscribe. Bizer will love you if you subscribe. You'll love them, Bizer, won't you?
Yeah, I love them. Thanks,
Yeah,
AJ.
Bizer will love them if you subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to everything. Like, we've got loads of stuff that you can follow us on social media. We've got Twitter going at GameStar, and if you're following us on Twitter, we've got our request system and our booking system sorted out so that 15 minutes before any of our broadcasts start, there's a notification on Twitter that goes through. It's like a free reminder if you are following at GameStar on Twitter. You can also check us out on facebook.com/GameStar. And we keep you up to date on there, make sure, about upcoming broadcasts. There's a whole bunch of stuff from PAX Australia up there, photographs of all of the cosplay there, some fantastic stuff going on there. And in the end there, we have had the voting closed, and the winning option was Didge. So actually I needed to have the poll on screen because it kind of counted things up and added up the scores. In the end, I think it was 14 for 4. There was a little pie chart thing that was growing, but it's taken the pie chart away from me, so I can't see what the total votes were. But in the end, a landslide just about for Didge. So congratulations, Didge. You pick up the GameStar MVP award. So make sure you add me on Steam. My Steam is iCrisis. And I will pick up your real name, your postal address, and we'll get you a $20 Steam credit courtesy of GameStar for the MVP performance that you put in tonight. Well, Bizer, you joined us late in the evening. Hopefully you caught a bit of the games. Any comments that you'd like to make about the status or the state of the Plantronics Pro League?
I caught the last couple of games, Crisis, and it was very, very tight, and you guys did very well. In terms of the league, it's fantastic to see more matches of Rocket League, especially Thursday night. I think we had a guy in here who's like, what's this? I can't believe there's a match on Thursday. I thought it's only Tuesday. So the fact that we're getting more coverage out there is really good, and it's only exciting times for the boys in Australia playing Rocket League.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be surprised. We're going to be supporting these leagues as much as we possibly can. We have been focusing on the big one on Tuesday nights, but that's because that's really been the main content that we've had access to. Now that the Plantronics Pro League has started, Thursday nights as well, we're going to be picking up games. So as long as the teams schedule their matches for Thursday nights, then we're going to have stuff. We're going to have games for you on those Thursday nights, and not just from the invite division, not just from the main division. We try to line up an amateur game as well for our first game, our kind of little league opener game, and that was just not to be that one of the teams didn't show up. But we will cover a game from the amateur league if you schedule it for a Thursday night. Starting around about, I guess, 7:30 and on into the evening, because, man, do we love Rocket League. Man, do we love the Plantronics Pro League, and we want to support you and show your glory to everyone out there. EJ, we're going to finish off, but any final words from you?
Bring on Fallout 4 in about 5 minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. This has been a GameStar presentation of Plantronics Pro League Rocket League, brought to you by CyberGamer. This is Crisis, EJ, and a little bit of Bizer. signing out.
Get some.